Welcome back to Building Character, where we figure out how to play as your favorite fictional characters in Dungeons & Dragons. Join the Patreon to support the channel and like and subscribe for more potatoes next time you play. Maybe. Today we're building Samwise Gamgee, the halfling who carried the whole fellowship on his back, like literally. The fellowship's entire mission was only successful because Sam put Frodo on his goddamn back. But I know... Wait, cut it. Cut the intro, Corey. Okay, look, I love Sam as much as everyone else. Frodo definitely couldn't have gotten to Mount Doom without Sam, but a lot of times Sam love comes out as Frodo hate, and I want to be really clear that Frodo has the hardest job. Aragorn can't handle the ring. Gandalf can't handle the ring. Galadriel can't handle the ring. Boromir almost tanks the entire mission because he was close to the ring. The ring ruins every person it has ever touched, and Frodo is the only kid pure enough of heart to actually handle it. Frodo is a badass, and the fact that he gets grumpy while he has a necklace that plays kill all your friends and eat them as white noise 24/7 while hiking in a volcano on a starvation diet surrounded by monsters who are specifically trying to murder him and being guided by another monster that also wants to murder him. Frodo is a badass. Sam is also a badass, but I won't stand for Frodo slander just to bolster Sam. Okay, now we can do the intro. But I know a change gonna come. Let's start off with our goals for this build. First, we gotta support. Frodo went to Mordor alone, but he was allowed an emotional support gardener. Next, we gotta sneak. Aragorn's so badass. What, because he fought at Helm's Deep? Sam and Frodo didn't have a wall for orcs to blow up. They just walked into Orktown. Finally, Jesse, we need to cook. Even if all we have is lemnis bread and a rabbit. We'll make it work. Sam did great in Mordor, but he would have killed it on Chopped. For stats, we'll be using the standard point array from the player's handbook. Roll for stats if you want, just keep your multi-classing minimums in mind. Charisma will be number 1. Everyone loves Sam, except Gollum, but he has problems. Dexterity next. Sam can fight. Dude basically solos Shelob, but ideally let's not fight. Let's just sneak past enemies. Sam would also kill it in Elden Ring. He's great at bosses and doesn't get distracted by mobs. Constitution after that one does not simply walk into Mordor. It wasn't simple. It sucked, but you lived. Follow that up with strength. You can't carry the ring, but you can carry Frodo. Carrying Frodo isn't all that hard. Halflings are like 40 pounds. I curl halflings. Wisdom is a bit low. You're good at survival in terms of cooking, but as far as finding the way, there's a reason you didn't get to stab Gollum. We'll dump intelligence. Dude doesn't need to be smart. He's not stupid, but we can patch up some of the worst stuff with skills. Sam is a hobbit, but we'll just make him a halfling. That way, the Tolkien estate doesn't sue us for copyright infringement, which, fun fact, is the reason we have halflings. Stout halflings are probably better, especially if you're cheeked up, giving you +1 constitution, +2 dexterity. Lucky lets you reroll your first natural 1, but not your second natural 1. It's 1 in 400 roll for your nat 1, not 1 in 20. Pretty sick. And if you've never played a halfling before, kind of ruins the other lineages. You're brave, giving you advantage on saves against being frightened, even though you're a noble warrior from a storied lineage of heroes and champions. Mordor is scary. Wait, you're just a gardener? Oh, that's way scarier. You're a little slower, but the rest of halfling's abilities are sick. For your background, we'll go for nature and insight skills. I feel like those are good for a gardener, even if you weren't dropping no eaves. R.I.P. Eves. We'll kick things off as a bard. Sam is multiple kinds of artist: gardening, cooking, mumblecore rap. They didn't show the third one in the books. Grab 3 skills from the bard list, which are any skills: athletics, stealth, and survival. Sure, we'll get more skills later, but these are the basics you need before the end of book 1. Bards get bardic inspiration. Sam's number 1 job: making sure Frodo doesn't fail wisdom saves. These are d6s that your allies can add to their saving throws and also add to attack rolls or ability checks. A number of them equal to your charisma modifier per long rest, so you get 8 hours. You also get cantrips like light to see in Shelob's cave with your bad halfling eyes, because you have the light of Valinor. Probably shouldn't be a cantrip, even if it's super magical, evil, repelling flashlight. It's still a flashlight. True Strike gives you advantage on an attack roll you make next turn. Pretty bad. But if you don't remember to use this as a method to weed out the worst of your audience, they'll grow. Maybe you've got to be a bit of a gardener. For first level spells, Heroism makes a creature immune to frighting and gives them your charisma modifier and temporary HP every round. It's another rally power. Sam is the member of the fellowship that gets everyone to Denny's at 2 a.m. Disguise Self lets you transform yourself to look like another creature, but you can only shift your height by 1 foot, so probably not an Uruk-hai, but thankfully the baddies work with goblins pretty regularly. We can't get Bless. Bless isn't on the bard list? The fuck? Okay, Bane. It's anti-Bless. Force a charisma saving throw on up to 3 creatures. Failing that, they have a d4 penalty to their attack rolls and saving throws for a minute. You might not be able to fight the troll, but you can distract it. Silvery Barbs also works for that, giving a creature disadvantage on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Then an ally gets advantage on an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. Frodo seems a little down. Make fun of Gollum. That'll cheer him up. Second level bards get a Song of Rest, so your allies will heal an extra d6 on short rests, and that's great. It's hard to get a rem a.m. cycle in Mordor. Hell, I struggled to get one in Minnesota. I'm literally writing this at 5 a.m. because I couldn't sleep and decided to just get out of bed and take a nap later. You also get Jack of all trades, letting you add half your proficiency bonus to skills you're not proficient with. That's actually not going to be many, but it's all good, still a buff. For this level spell, Cure Wounds heals 1d8 plus your charisma modifier to a creature you touch. I'm not going to say you should have something to restore a ton of HP, but little scrapes and bruises should be enough to fix up with a little touch. Third level bards can choose a college and Sam loves stories, so let's go for Lore Bard. That way we get a few more skills like Persuasion, Animal Handling, and Sleight of Hand. Persuasion will stop Frodo from quitting. Shelob will get intimidated by your animal handling, and Sleight of Hand will let you do shifty stuff when you need to. Cutting Words will also help you distract your enemies, letting you subtract your inspo die from an enemy's attack roll, ability check, or damage roll. You also learn second level spells. Aid gives up to 3 creatures 5 HP for the next 8 hours. Give it to Frodo, yourself, and I don't know, maybe a rabbit nearby. We're hoping Gollum just takes a long walk off a short volcano. And finally, you get Expertise, doubling your proficiency bonus for 2 skills of your choice. We'll choose Stealth and Nature. 4th level bards get another ability score improvement or feat, and Frodo, we need to cook. The Chef feat will give you +1 to your constitution and let you make various kinds of snacks. First snack is for a number of creatures equal to 4 plus your proficiency bonus and lets them heal an extra d8 on short rests if they eat it and spend a hit die. On a long rest, it can make a number of snacks equal to your proficiency bonus that a creature can eat as a bonus action to gain your proficiency bonus in temporary HP. Just so many ways to stop you and your best buddy from dying. For this level spell, Enhance Ability gives a creature advantage on skill checks of a certain type for an hour. If you choose Strength, their carrying capacity also doubles, so you can carry your pal, Frodo, if you have to. Dexterity reduces falling damage, and Constitution gives 2d6 temporary HP, but temporary HP doesn't stack, so probably don't use this if you've handed out your snacks. 5th level bards get a Font of Inspiration, so your inspiration die recovers on short rests, and they're now d8 for more inspiring speeches. You can also learn 3rd level spells. Catnap will help you get those short rests in only 10 minutes of time. You and up to 2 other creatures, like Frodo and, I don't know, maybe a fish nearby, hoping Gollum just kinda dies. 6th level lore bards get additional magical secrets and spoilers for the later bard class, what the hell. But let's get a few spells I wish we could have grabbed earlier. Plus, we'll give up to 3 creatures a d4 to add to attack rolls and saving throws, so you don't have to bully the troll, you can just bolster the people you love instead. Pass Without Trace gives creatures within 30 feet of you +10 to their stealth checks, and since you already have Expertise, you're never gonna get caught. It's almost like you had some kind of cloak that makes you look like a rock. 7th level bards get 4th level spells. Freedom of movement lets you move freely through difficult terrain, and you can't be paralyzed or restrained. One does not simply walk into Mordor. It's a 30% incline. You're burning way more calories because of that though. It's basically turning a walk into a heavy jog. 8th level bards get another ability score improvement or feat. Will go for Inspiring Leader, letting you give a 10-minute rousing speech to give your allies an amount of temporary HP equal to your charisma modifier plus your total level. Obviously, you can get the team going. You're Rudy. For this level spell, Locate Creatures lets you locate a creature within 1,000 feet of you. Maybe Frodo gets captured because you thought he was dead and you've got to risk your entire mission to save him. Why would Sam risk the world for his bro? Because Frodo is his world, bro. 9th level bards can learn 5th level spells. Skill Empowerment gives a creature expertise and a skill they're proficient with for up to an hour. Frodo also has a lot of expertise if I'm remembering correctly, but just in case y'all need something. Better to have it, not need it, than need it, not have it. 10th level bards get expertise and 2 more skills. Let's go for Survival and Persuasion this time. Your inspiration die bumps up to a d10 and you get 2 more magical secrets. Circle of Power gives creatures within 30 feet of you advantage on their saving throws, and if they succeed on a saving throw on a spell that does damage, they take no damage, half damage on a success. It's evasion, but for the whole party and for every saving throw. Very cool. Aura of Purity is a little bit worse, but it's a 4th level spell. It makes creatures within 30 feet of you immune to disease, resistant to poison damage, and they get advantage on saving throws against being blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned, or stunned. 11th level bards can learn 6th level spells. Find the Path lets you find the most direct route to your destination, even if it's not the safest. Might not actually be all that useful, but let's be real, Gollum wasn't taking you on the safest path either. Part of that is that you can't walk on ceilings, the other part is he kind of wanted you to die so he could eat you. 12th level bards get another ability score improvement, round up your constitution, and charisma, since they're odd, and odd stats aren't good. So is a build without multi-classing, at least in my heart. So let's hop to Rogue, get another skill like Investigation and Expertise, and 2 more skills like Insight and Athletics. The stats might not be great, but the modifier is immaculate. You also get Sneak Attack, letting you add a d6 of extra damage when you have advantage on a roll or an ally within 5 feet of the target you're attacking. True Strike has value for 2 levels. 2nd level rogues get Cunning Action, letting you dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus action. All of these are good for you, but dash specifically patches up one of Halfling's weaknesses, tiny legs. 3rd level rogues can choose a roguish archetype. Will go for Scout. It gives you Skirmisher to move up to half your movement speed as a reaction when a creature ends their turn within 5 feet of you. You also get Nature and Survival for free, and Expertise in those. We already have Expertise in those, so maybe we should have done some other stuff. Look, if you know you're going to be level 15, maybe grab some other skills and expertises, but if you're playing a real honest to goodness campaign, you're going gonna get way more sessions of use with expertise early. All rogues get steady aim, giving you advantage on an attack roll as long as you haven't moved that turn, RIP True Strike. Though, you can still move if you use True Strike, so that could be useful. 2d6, sneak attack, either way. 4th level rogues get an ability score improvement, and we're not gonna focus on stabbing, you're mostly a support character. Bump your charisma. 5th level rogues get uncanny dodge, letting you have incoming damage as a reaction, even more surviving, but for you, so that you can be alive longer to make Frodo alive longer. 3d6 sneak attack damage if you want someone to be unalive faster. 6th level rogues get expertise and 2 more skills. I suppose sleight of hand and investigation, they're the only 2 that we don't have that aren't animal handling, and that's fair. Shelob doesn't stay intimidated for very long, and that was mostly the light of Valinor. Probably all the light of Valinor, come to think of it. 7th level rogues get expertise, letting you take half damage from failed dex saves and no damage from successful ones. It works quite well with the lucky ability halflings have. That's also 4d6 sneak attack damage. Crapstone is 8th level of rogue for an ability score improvement. We'll just cap off that charisma for maximum inspiration. Let's talk about that in the pros section. Now that we've hit level 20, let's figure out how viable this build is. First, you can give so much extra HP. If you cast a 6th level aid spell, you can share 75 real HP between 3 friends. With Inspiring Leader, up to 150 temporary HP between 6 friends. That's 9 friends, which is the entire fellowship. Then add your snacks if you really want to. You're also pumping out supportive spells like Circle of Power, Bless, and Pass Without Trace, and your support from your Bardic Inspiration. Finally, you got a ton of skills with expertise all over the place to never fail. For weaknesses, a lot of your buffs are concentration based, so you'll have to pick and stick with one. You're also not the best damage dealer, with no spell-based damage and only a +3 dex and 4d6 sneak attack at level 20. Ugh, none of that's magical either. Finally, Chef is just not the best for scaling. It's flavorful, no pun intended, but it really isn't that good, even by the time we picked it up at level 4. It's not really that bad for weaknesses though. Everyone on the team has their job. Yours is support and you do it very well. Frodo wouldn't have made it far without Sam. Just remember, your job is to get him into Mordor, not to fight everyone on the way in. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe for more. We're still making these every now and then. Join the Patreon to support the channel. Check out Tulok and Mango for more Tulok fun.